Yes. Okay. So I think last class we discussed about users, how to create user in Salesforce. First of all, what is the user? Why creating user in Salesforce? Sorry, not yesterday, last class. Now today we are going to start with the Salesforce security process. So in Salesforce security, there is a 4 level of security process we have. One is, give me 1 second. Okay. So there is organization level security, and object level security, and record level security, and also called as data level security. Okay, and also finally field level security. See, when you open that Salesforce application, that is something like org. We are call it as a Salesforce application, or maybe Salesforce organization, or Salesforce environment. Organization or environment or Salesforce application all are same only. Okay, some people are calling as organization, some people are called as a environment, something like that. Now, when open the organization, there is some level of security we have. Means how we are going to access organization, how to set the password to log in with the Salesforce. Either we can set for individual user password, or is there any reset for all password for all users? Is there any possibility, or some organization security settings we have? So we need to follow the organization security when we are developing application. Okay, right. Next one is a network access. Network access is nothing. Network access is nothing but how to access third-party applications into Salesforce. How to access third-party applications to Salesforce, or what is the use of network access? How to whitelisted IP address in Salesforce? Everything we can do by using network access for organization level. Whatever IP address we are set into the network access under network access, so that that particular IP address we can access any tool from Salesforce. Okay, sometimes we need to use for third party tools for data loading activities, or maybe data management activities, or maybe deployment activities, that is called data migration activities. So those things we are connected from third party system to Salesforce. Then we need to whitelist it for IP address. So means we need to give the allow to access the tool for particular IP address. How to check that IP address? How to set the IP address in network access? That and all we'll discuss in later. Okay. Now next one is authentication. So there is a two types of components we have: authentication and authorization. So authentication and authorization is nothing but how to access in Salesforce. How to access in Salesforce? Is there any single sign-on, or maybe is there any password authentication? Something that we can decide by using authentication. Authentication means how we are going to access for Salesforce application. That is something like authentication. And what is authorization means, once you log into the device, once you are log into the application, or once you are log into the Salesforce, what are the things user can access? What are the things user can do? What activities user daily basis can do, or what activities daily basis user can access from inside Salesforce application? That is something like authorization. Simple is authentication is mobile password. Before using mobile, you have to authenticate your mobile, means you have to log in your mobile. After login your mobile, whatever applications you are accessing, that is something like authorization. Okay, these two keywords are very important. Sometimes people are asking what is authentication and what is authorization. Okay, that is. And one more is SSO, single sign on. Single sign on document, it is a one time implementation. There is a settings we have. we need to generate the certificate from Salesforce, and that certificate passing to the network team, so that they will upload that, or they'll import the Salesforce certification into a network system, so that single sign-on is enabled for the user to access Salesforce without password by using desktop password or device password. Already last class we discussed about single sign-on. So what is single sign-on? Because of in mobile also we are using many applications with the mobile password only. Here what is the identity provider is mobile number. Okay, that mobile number is unique for you, and based on that mobile number we can access many applications without password, or maybe with the password, means that is password is device password only. Okay, by using single password you can access multiple applications. That is something like single sign-on. This is our Salesforce is provided one detailed document. We have to follow the document step by step. So this practically want, you can, we don't have any network system, right? Maybe in real time we can easily implemented this one by using the by maybe by looking the document we can easily implement. Okay, so this is, so these are the few organization level securities we have to understand. Maybe this and all, maybe already password we already password we discussed. Maybe I will repeat once these three concepts are completed. Maybe I will repeat few of the settings. Anyway, network access and all I'm going to explain at the time of tools. At the time of tools, maybe data loader or maybe import wizard, when we are going to discuss about tools, then we can understand what is network access and all. Okay, authentication, already you know how to authenticate, password authentication in Salesforce. So you know how to log into the Salesforce using username and password. And also we have a multi-factor authentication also. So you can observe any mobile banking or something, once you entered SBI, it will ask security code. That security code it will send to mobile, right? So once you enter the mobile, once you enter that OTP into the portal, then only it is allowing to access for SBI application. Example. And one more example, suppose everyone using mobile, right? Sorry, everyone using Gmail account. If you are logging your Gmail account any unknown browser, or if you are logging Gmail account first time in that particular browser, then it will get a notification from your mobile, so whether you are going to access that email or not. Once you approve in your mobile, then only we can log into the system. So this is something like multi-factor authentication. So that is comes under authentication only. Maybe I will show you that one, how to do the multi-factor authentication maybe later. Why? Because we have a application called Salesforce Authenticator. We have to download the authenticator, and we have to connect between that authenticator application to your login details, so that it will ask for every time whenever you are login, it will ask to the approve notification. Once you approve, then only you can log in into the Salesforce. That and all will discuss, don't worry. Okay, so this is something about organization level security, some theoretical information. And next, object level security. In that object level security, mainly we have three concepts. One is profiles, and one more is permission sets, and also we have one more called permission set group. Permission. Okay, instead of assigning permissions from one by one, so we can assign that group, we can create a group and we can assign at a time for single shot. So that is by using permission set group. And also here we have some features for the customer to mute the permissions and all. The detailed practical scenarios we'll discuss later. So as of now, we can understand what are the concepts we have for each level of security. That is important. Okay, object level security, we have profiles. Profile is the mandatory while creating user. Already yesterday we discussed. Without profile, user a user without profile. So just now we discussed authorization, right? What is authorization? Once you log into the mobile device, or once you log into the Salesforce, what type of activities user going to access, or what type of applications user is going to access, everything it is controlled by profile only. Okay, so without profile, user cannot do anything. User is unable to log in. Even user itself, it is not possible to create. Okay, so everything it is controlled by profile only. Indirectly, data also we can control profile only. Okay, so that and all we'll discuss. Permission set group also. If a user required any additional permissions, or if user required any extra permissions apart from the profile or something, then we are go with the permission set. So later we'll discuss one by one, maybe after completing this syllabus, and then I'm going to explain about profiles only first. Okay, that is. And coming to record level security, why I mentioned record level security or data level security means, record or data, it is same only. Some people are call it as a records, some people are call it as a data. Okay, so data, record, both are same. Some people are asking what is data level security in Salesforce, what are the concepts we have in record level security. Don't confuse, both are same only. Okay, so here there is a object level security. It is comes under metadata level security. Metadata level security means field API name, field properties like field mandatory, those things you can control by using profile and by using profile. Object level security, object is what is contain object, object permissions, page load permissions, record type permissions, field permissions, tab permissions, everything it is comes under object level security. So that object level security, which concepts you are going to control, that by using profile and permission set. But if you come to data level security or record, whatever user is entered the data for the business purpose, that is something like records, already you know. So that data, how we are going to control? Why need to control the data? Because of based on data only business, based on data only customer will run the business, that everyone knows, right? So the data visibility is very very important. See, suppose the data is visible for any unknown people or maybe any other regional profiles or something, then it is a data compliance issue. So always we need to control the data, either users data or group managers data or group of people data in data, then we can control by using these concepts. What are the concepts means? First concept is role. So role is nothing but every organization having role structure. Based on role only, they will control the employee activities, or maybe certain people are controlling their subordinate, what they're going to do daily basis, what are the activities they're doing daily basis, or which type of work we need to assign manager to some other people. That and all it will control by role only. So first we need to set the role hierarchy. Based on role hierarchy only, we can control the data visibility. And one more concept called OWD. We are also called as organization wide default settings. The full form of OWD is organization wide default settings, OWD. So by using OWD, we can control the permissions based on role hierarchy. Role hierarchy, simply we can define the hierarchy about your organization, who is manager or what type of roles we have. If you check for if you check for IT companies, some companies are having different role hierarchy, some companies are having different role hierarchy. Some people are call it as a associate, some companies are call it as a consultant, some people are call it as a program trainee, some people are call it as a junior analyst, or maybe something analyst, something like that. So based on their business, or maybe based on their model, so they're going to define the role hierarchy. That names and all it will change. So if you go to territory manager or sales rep, so different types of roles, whatever roles organization will follow, that and all we are going to define based on role. Role is simply define the role, so define the hierarchy about your organization. Based on OWD permissions, the data is visible, which user going to access, or which user cannot able to access, or which user not able to access to control the data. That and all will control by using OWD and role. But in detail practical, I will show you all the concepts. Don't worry, just understand detailed description about what are the security levels we have. And also we have manual sharing. If you want to share the data from one user to another user, we can use for manual sharing. And also we have sharing rules. The sharing rules are automated process. Once you define the sharing rule, automatically as soon as data is created or as soon as existing data is updated, automatically the data is shared to the other users to access from another user data. So that how we are going to share, how we are going to define that down the line we'll discuss. And also we have one more called team members. Team members. Team members, we have one more permission, and also we have view all and modify all permission, and also we have view all data and modify all data, modify all data. And also we have one more permission called apex sharing. This is the development concept. We can ignore now. At the time of development I'm going to explain. Okay, so these are the record level permissions we have. So next, coming to field level permissions. So field level and object level permissions almost same. Here also we can use profile and permission sets, and also permission sets group, and also indirectly page layout also we can control, right? Page layout also we can hide the field, we can show the field, we can make a mandatory, we can make a read only. So those permissions we can control by using page layout also. So page layout also it comes under field level security. And also we have a record types also. What is the advantage of record type? Same, we can hide the field, we can show the field. Indirectly page layout, whatever we are doing by using record type also, we can control the pick list values, which values we need to display into the particular layout, which values we need to hide for the user in particular layout, and all we can control by using a record type. And also we have a FLS is nothing but a field level security. That field level security it is there in profile only. One more is field accessibility. Field accessibility. This field accessibility, it is a separate concept, but indirectly profile level only we can do the permissions. Okay, so these are the security model we have in Salesforce. So these many topics we have, and mainly we can discuss about profiles, permission set, and record level security. This is organization level also I'm going to cover, except single sign-on and authentication. Authentication already you know how to set the password and all, but multi-factor authentication maybe I'm going to explain. So I'm going to mention as well multi-factor. If I forgot, please let me know. Authentication. Okay, so this one. Let's see. So one by one, how to do that. Up to now, any questions? Clear, guys? Right. One minute.
Oh, sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, you have mentioned all these security levels. Are we going to use it within our teams, or it will be implemented for the user side?
See, everything, whatever we are going to discuss, that is always we can think about end user perspective, not for within
Oh,
organization. Okay.
okay,
See,
okay,
generally, not only security model, whatever I'm going to explain or whatever explained, everything it is end user perspective only. Think about business level. So because of security and all will controlled by user level only, not for ours. Okay, our just internal users to implement the application, but finally who is using that application, it is end user, right? So always you have to think about end user level. End user means
okay,
finally whoever working for the business purpose, then those users are nothing but end users.
okay, sir. Thank you.
So generally, so suppose so we people are using Google Pay, Phone Pay, some for transaction related applications we are using, right? So we are all end users for that application. So like that we need to think about. Hmm?
Okay,
Right. So the first concept is I'm going to explain about profiles. Right. So just now we discussed, right? Profiles are mandatory while creating user. So why using profiles means profiles are nothing but profiles are nothing but Salesforce controls what user can access, can access, and what users can see in the organization, can see in the environment or Salesforce. Simply I can mention like Salesforce. That is something like profile. Simply profile can control what user can access and what user can see into the Salesforce. And also profile is nothing but every profile license, specific license. Already last class we discussed about what is license. Based on license only they're enabled activities, right? So if it is a Salesforce license, whoever having Salesforce license, that user having full access in organization level and he can do whatever is required. Salesforce platform means they disabled some standard features. Already last class uh, we discussed about what are the difference between Salesforce license and Salesforce platform license. Maybe again I'm going to show you what is difference between each license profile, at least one or two. Okay, right. Always, can you create new profile without existing profile? No. So always we can clone the existing profile to create new profile. This is very important point. So generally in interview people are asking, can you create a new profile without existing profile? No, it's not possible. Always you have to clone. We have to clone either custom profile or standard profile. My recommendation is you have to clone always standard profile based on license. Why? Because as per CRM perspective, whatever permissions it is required, already Salesforce is enabled for standard profile. If any custom profile do you want to clone, you can clone, no issues. But if any custom profile that is not suitable for new requirement, better you can clone the standard profile and you can create a custom profile. Let's see that how to create. Okay, profile permissions profile permissions are common for both classic and lightning, lightning version. Okay, so so maybe one or two permissions are maybe difference in lightning, but almost all permissions, whatever permissions are enabled, those permissions are applicable for both classic and lightning version. Okay, so do you want to disable lightning versions or something, that and all we can control using profile only, but whatever permissions you are enabled, those permissions are applicable for both classic and lightning version. So this is something about profiles. Generally profiles are two types. One is standard profiles, and the second one is custom profiles. So what is standard profiles are nothing but these profiles are enabled. These profiles are enabled by Salesforce, are called standard profile, and the standard profile cannot possible to delete. And also we can you customize, yes, can be customized few permissions in Salesforce standard profile. Okay, this one. And what are the example? Some interviews people are asking, can you please tell me some standard profiles? You can say that system administrator, system administrator, and also standard platform user profile, and also charter and etc. Okay, charter profile, etc. Okay, so sales related profile. So there is a multiple profiles we have in standard. If you want, you can tell one or two, not required for all. Okay, so this is something about standard profile. First of all, already Salesforce is enabled standard profile. Let me go for navigation. I'm going to mention navigation, then setup, administer, under administer, manage users and profiles. Okay, if you go to setup, go to Salesforce, click on setup, it will open for setup menu. Under setup, there is administer. Under administer, we have a manage users. Under manage users, we have a profiles. Click on profiles. So in that profile, total 39 profiles we have. In that 39, just click on custom here. So there is a 4 only custom profiles we have. Remaining all profiles are standard profiles only. So you can observe here, see here, there is a custom profile, we have a delete permission, but standard profile, we don't have delete permission. We can customize few of the permissions, but we can clone the standard profile to create a custom profile, but it's not possible to delete the standard profile. But if you go to custom profile, see, we have a delete button also. If not required, you can delete the standard profile. Custom profile. How we can define whether profile is custom profile? As soon as profile is created, there is a checkbox called custom, so that it is enabled automatically. Suppose, so in case any other way to check whether profile is standard or custom, simply we can check for action. If the delete permission is available, if delete permission is available, those profiles are nothing but custom profile. This is how we can identify whether profile is standard or custom profile. And also see, every profile is defined based on license only. Okay, if you want to create Salesforce license related profile, you have to clone the Salesforce related existing profile only. Which license profile you want, that you have to choose existing, whether that particular license profile is available or not. Almost 100% it is available for all the user license, each and every license, at least 1 or 2 standard profiles. Which profile it is required, you can clone that profile. Okay, so this is, but why need to go for the custom profile? Already Salesforce is enabled almost 35 profiles or 35 standard profiles, each and every product, like sales related profile, community related profile, service related profile, marketing related profile, see, charter, authenticator, customer community. So everything it is there. Why need to go for the custom profile? Means I will tell you the limitation. Simply we can go with the Salesforce administrator profile. Go to Salesforce administrator profile. If you click on edit now, suppose, see, few of the permissions we have an option to edit and enable and disable. But if you go to few of the permissions, like if you go to administrator permissions, or if you go to general user permissions, we don't have option to enable or disable. You don't have option. See, suppose standard object permissions, custom object permissions, and the remaining permissions we have to enable and disable. So these are the few permissions we don't have option to enable and disable. Suppose if you disable account permissions or evolve, modify permission or delete permission, so we don't have option. So then how to disable the permissions for standard profile? No, not possible. Standard profile, some of the permissions it is not possible to modify, or it is not possible to disable or enable. So that is the reason in real time we are go with the custom profile. So if you open the custom profile, any custom profile here, something read only profile, open the new tab, and this is the custom profile already, you know. Now click on edit now. So any permission we can enable or disable. If you go to general user permission, we have enable or disable. If you go to object level permission, see here, only few objects having that to read permission, not for edit and create delete permission. So this is the reason we'll go for the custom profile in real time. Okay, hope you clear why go for the standard profile and when go for the custom profile. Any questions, team? Clear? Right.
Yes,
Note
sir.
is, yeah. So why go for the custom profile means some of the permissions permissions are not possible to modify or update in standard profiles. So that is the reason. So this could be the reason we are going to define custom profiles in Salesforce. Okay, so people are asking in interview, why go for the custom profile? Already standard profiles are available means, then you can tell that. Okay, this is the note point is important. And these profiles are created by whom? These profiles are created by user, not for Salesforce. Okay, and also we can be delete and also can be customized. Based on requirement. Okay, so example for custom profile, you can tell that manager profile, whatever, based on whatever profiles you're using in your project. Okay, this is under navigation. Already I have mentioned, this is the navigation for classic. If you want lightning navigation, go to Salesforce. So that first I'm going to discuss with the navigation, very important. If you go to setup now, how to go to setup? Go to settings, click on setup. The setup option is opened here. Under here, there is a users. Under administration, there is a users. Under users, we have a profile. Click on the profile. So if you click on the profile, same whatever screenshot is available in classic, same is available here also. What is difference means? Setup under administration instead of manage users, we call it as a users and profiles. Okay, so this is something like lightning. Okay, so this is something like classic version. Okay, this is, so hope you clear navigation. Now let's see how to create custom profile now. So how to create profile, that we'll see. Example, create a profile, create a below profiles in Salesforce. Okay, in Salesforce we can create a classic or lightning, whatever it is required, you can create. Okay, this one. First of all, how to create a profile? First profile, what are the profiles you are going to create? This is the IT application, right? I'm going to create manager profile, and this profile I'm going to use Salesforce license. And one more is I'm going to create developer profile. This is also I'm going to use Salesforce platform license. Let's see how to create a profile. So I'm directly go for classic because of classic screens only. Okay, either you can use lightning also, no problem. Okay, click on classic now. Go to the setup and click on manage users and profiles. Just click on new profile button. Okay, here we have a new profile button. Otherwise, simply you can click on clone button as well. Either you can click on new profile or you can click on clone here. Okay, because of anyway, while creating new profile, existing profile is required. Clone or new, both are same here only. Okay, here both are same. Now which profile I'm going to create first? Manager IT profile. I'm going to mention manager IT profile and developer IT profile. So let's see how to create manager IT profile. Click on new profile. Now this is the sales is available here. So based on that you can check. So now I'm going to clone for system administrator. If it is a Salesforce license, maximum people are creating new profile while cloning existing system admin profile only, because of this profile having all the permissions. See, disable is easy when enable new permissions. Instead of enable, disable is easy. See, suppose you can give extra permissions, there is no impact. Impact means unless user is going to delete or maybe the data, it is impact. But If it is options are not enabled or if permissions are not available, then it will impact. If user is not able to open the application, or if user is not able to open any component what he is looking for, so maybe that time it will impact the business. So that is the reason system administrator having all the permissions. So if which permissions do you want to disable, that you can disable by using custom profile. Okay, what is the profile name here? Manager IT profile. Okay, manager IT profile. Click on save now. Once it is saved, see, custom profile is created and the license is Salesforce. If you click on edit now, see all the permissions we can enable or disable. Which permissions are required, we can enable. Which permissions are not required, you can disable. So this is advantage for custom profile, and the profile creation is very easy. Again, I'm going to create one more profile. Click on setup, go to manage users, profiles, and click on new profile. The profile I'm going to use now standard platform user profile, because of Salesforce platform profile which is required. Then we can select developer IT profile. Okay, simply we can clone the profile. So what is the advantage for cloning? Whatever permissions are enabled in Salesforce platform profile, it is cloned or it is same permissions are enabled for developer IT profile while cloning. So again, I'm repeating, this question is very, very important. Can you create new Salesforce profile without existing profile? Means no. Existing profile always it should be mandatory. Okay, without cloning it's not at all possible. So the answer is no. We can create always new profile while cloning existing profile. Save now. So now I have created two profiles. Go to the profiles. See now, one is manager IT profile, developer profile. See now, if you go to your manager IT profile and developer IT profile, we have a delete permission and custom checkbox also it is enabled by system. So based on these two things, we can easily identify whether profile is standard or custom profile. Now you know how to create profile in Salesforce. Any questions here? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So next example is yesterday we created user, right? Assign manager IT profile to below user. Okay. How to assign? How many ways we can assign the profile? See, user means username is, if you go to user, yesterday I have created one user, that user called manager Sam. Okay, I'm going to mention username is manager Sam. So only when we are going to assign the profile, we can assign the profile for existing user as well as new user as well. If you want to change the profile for existing user, yes, it is possible. If you assign, can you assign the new profile to the new user? Yes, we can possible. Okay, and also we can assign same profile for multiple users. Yes, it is possible. Okay, let's see how to assign here. So there is a two ways we can assign. One is go to user object or user record, click on edit and assign profile or assign profile based on drop down. Okay, this is one thing. Otherwise profile itself also we can assign. Profile itself, how to assign? Open the profile, and here if you go to a profile now, manager profile, where is the manager profile? Here manager profile. Here we have a view user option. Click on view user. See here, add multiple users or maybe new user. If you click on new user, it is navigating to new user record. You can create a user from profile. Or if you want to add multiple user, if you click on add multiple user, we can select here and we can create a multiple user. Okay, this is one more. Now simply only profile record, only profile itself we can check for and how many users. Now go to user record, open the manager user record, click on edit now. See, previously I have assigned standard profile. Now we can see whether system admin profile, manager IT profile is available or not. See here, it is available. As soon as new profile is created, automatically based on license, the profile is available for the user. Previously, when you are selecting Salesforce platform, we have only one profile it is showing. Now it is showing two profiles. Why? Because this profile today I have created with the Salesforce platform license. As of now, we can assign Salesforce license and manager IT profile. This is how we can assign the profile to the user. But if you want to assign bulk users, suppose I have 1,000 users, I need to assign all 1,000 users for same profile or maybe different profiles. How to assign? That also it is possible. Instead of assigning manually, by using data loading also we can assign, or by using Apex also we can assign profile. Okay, that is. So multiple ways we can assign. So what is the standard process for one by one record means? This is the process. Click on edit and assign the profile to the user. Okay. Otherwise, do you want to upload bulk data? Bulk assign, bulk user assign. Assign means that how to do that by using data load activities. Data loading. By using data loading or data management tools. Okay, using data management tools we can assign. Data management tools, there is different types of data management tools we have. So within Salesforce we have some tools, and outside also we have some tools. Which tool it is suitable for the customer, so based on that tool they're going to assign the profile. Just a profile ID, user ID is enough. By doing directly we can upload. Okay, this one. And also if you want automatic, okay, using data management. And if you want to assign auto assign means, so then we can use for either Apex development or maybe flows as well. Okay, so whatever automation process we have in Salesforce, that also we can possible to assign auto assign to the user. Okay, profile. So everything it is possible. Okay, this one. Hope you clear how to assign new profile to the user. Okay, this. Then any questions here? Right. How to check? How to check how many users? How many users assigned to the particular profile? Particular profile means, see, we have option profile itself. We can check. This is the one option. That is something like open the profile. Open the profile. Click on view user buttons, view users button and verify. Okay, go to the profile now. So now go to manager IT profile. Now how you know how many users assigned to this particular profile means, click on here view users. So here it is showing manager Sam, one user is assigned. This is how we can check how many users are available for particular profile. If more than one user, it is showing here. Otherwise, go to users. I think here create new list view also we can create. We have an option called profile. So if you go to here list view, so check that profile option is available or not. User valid mobile number, maybe so it is there. Okay, profile. Okay, profile equal to the profile name we can give. So automatically the list view also it is there. Okay, by using list view also. Okay, user list view. Just I'm going to mention user list view. And also by using query, SOQL query also we can run SOQL query, so that we can check how many profiles are, how many users are assigned. How we are going to check? Simply I can provide here only, but later I'm going to explain. See, this is the SOQL query. Generally development we are using. Select ID, comma, username, name from user. User is the object, right? Just click on user. Okay, and where profile name. But don't worry, this is I'm going to explain. Just simply I'm going to use profile dot name equal to single quote. What is the profile name here? Manager IT profile. Just to refresh now, you can copy this profile name and paste it in where condition. Our ID also we can use. So here if you want, you can give the profile name, profile dot name. Just export now. See here, one user is available by using this profile. Okay, this is how we can take the how many count is available here. Okay, so that is one more. And also we can, by using reports also we can check. We can run the reports in Salesforce and check how many users are available. So these concepts down the line, I'm going already list view, you know, profile, you know. But if you want any other ways to check how many people are there in particular profile, that by using reports and SQL query also we can possible. But this and all I will cover down the line. Don't worry. Okay, right. This is how we can check how many users are assigned to particular profile. And so you know how what is profile and how many types of profiles, how to open the profile, and how to create a profile, how to assign to the user, how to assign profile to the user also, you know. Now just one question: to how many users we can assign the same profile? This is the interview question. So how many users you can assign? You can assign more than one user, right? Answer is many users. This is one. And the next question is, can we assign multiple profiles to the single user? This is one more question. And also one more question is, can we create new user without profile? This is one more. And also next question, profile related question: can we create new profile without existing profile? Tell me what is the answer for this. Can you assign multiple profiles to the user, single user? Can you assign? Yes or no? If you go to user record, how many profiles at a time we can select here? One or two, or one or many? This is the pick list value, right? Can you select from drop down multiple values using pick list? If it is a multi pick list, then okay, answer is yes. If it is just for drop down, that is a pick list value. How many values you can select from the drop down if it is a pick list data type? One or many?
Only one.
One. So answer is one only. So can you assign multiple profiles to single user? No, only one profile. Clear? That is how we can check practically. Can you create a new user without profile? Can you create? If you go to profile record, yes. Answer is no, because of profile is mandatory. If you are not selecting profile, it will get error. No. Okay. And can you create new profile without existing profile?
No.
No. Right. So these are the questions generally people are asking. Right. So this is something like profiles, but practically I'm going to show you few what are the permissions it is going to assign. So today I'm going generally profile permissions are, first permission is application permissions. Which applications user is going to access. So suppose in organization is suppose the Salesforce environment using for globally, maybe the sales, service, marketing all are doing in same organization. Maybe sales users required only sales related applications, service users are required only service related applications, maybe marketing users are required marketing related applications. So how to control application permissions, how to enable or disable, that we are going to check later. So that is something about application permissions. Next one is object permissions. Which objects it's required to access. Suppose everyone using for WhatsApp application. Maybe end user perspective, there is a three tabs. One is chat, status, and one more is calls. Maybe in backend more than one object also, more than three tabs also it is having in backend application. Maybe backend, whoever developed that WhatsApp application, their system, maybe they're maintained multiple tabs. Suppose you are uploading the file, automatically the file is saved to notes and attachment, maybe attachment object. But that object is not visible for the end user. Maybe the data is saved to object. Okay. So like that, which tabs are required for the end user or which tabs we are going to disable, that and all we will control by using tab permissions and object permissions. Tab permissions. And the next one is system permissions. System permissions, okay, we have some navigation part and all, right? So which navigation it is not required. Maybe we want to disable this example force.com quick access menu. This we are not required for the user. So then how to disable this option? Is there any profile level? Maybe you can check that here, force.com. Enter here. Maybe we have an option called below. Maybe manage Salesforce. Some options we have. If you go to above here, maybe. So here some permissions we have. Hide the option to switch Salesforce Classic. If you disable this option, user is not able to convert to the Salesforce Classic. Always it is open for Lightning. Okay, so this is how. So here we have an option called Salesforce Lightning Experience, and in Lightning we have a Salesforce Classic option. Do you want to disable that option? Here we can disable the option. So this is how we have some options for system related permissions. If you want to disable, we can disable. And also user level permissions. See, suppose we want to disable some user creation or maybe delete permissions or some user activities to run the reports or to disable the reports. Those kind of permissions also we have under custom permissions. That is something like general user permissions. General user permissions. So this and all we can control by using profile. And also by using profile, we can control password policies. Password policies means password complexity, whether it is required only combination of letters and number or including characters and all. So that and all we can control. How many, what is the length of the password? It is a 8 characters or maybe 12 characters, more than 10 characters. That and all it will control by using password policies. And also we have one more, session settings. Session settings means, right? So you can observe anything. If you open any IT application or maybe tax application or banking, internet banking application, automatically the session timing is showing in above. So after 5 minutes, if you are not doing anything, that application automatically is logged out. Again, you have to log in. So you can observe all the phone pay or maybe some banking related applications. You can see for session setting timing. Session time is often 30 minutes. So if you are continuously you are using for application, so session is not going to logged out. If you are active in the section or if you are active in that application, so session is remain active. If you are not active, automatically logged out. What is the timing here? What is the session settings we have? That and all we can control by using profile only. Okay. And also remaining is page layout permissions, page layout assignments we can do for profile, and record type assignments, record type settings. Suppose if you want to disable the record types, suppose object is having 5 record types, only 2 record types required for the user, then we can disable or enable by using profile. Okay, this is some. Finally we have a field level security. Field level security, that is we are call it as FLS. Okay, so how to hide the field or how to give the read only access or how to give the edit permission, that and all we can control by using field level security. So these are the permissions we have at profile level. So everything I'm going to show you practically. I'm going to change the permissions using my default account, that is the system administrator, and also I'm going to log in manager SAM with separate browser, and we'll see how the permissions are applicable. Okay, so this and all will continue on next class. Okay, at least one class is required for this permissions and all. If I have a time, maybe I'll continue with permission sets as well. Okay, so this is something about profiles as of now. How to create a profile, how to assign the profile, what are the limitations, and what are the permissions we are going to control. Okay, that and all we'll discuss later. Hope you clear. Any questions today's class?
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah, please go ahead.
How can we choose existing profile? Is there any restrictions while creating new profile?
How can you choose means that is the based on requirement. Okay, so
Based on
suppose
user requirements.
yeah, based on user requirement, maybe business clearly say that so these users are required these many objects. See, that is depends on requirement means simply they're asking indirectly. So create a new profile. This profile users are required both standard and custom profile. Sorry, both standard and custom permissions, custom CRM permissions required. Then what profile you have to choose? You have to choose Salesforce license profile. That is system administrator. Okay. So something users are maybe business will asking to create a new profile. This user then only custom CRM activities means we can go with the platform profile. Don't go with the system administrator. If it is a platform profile, then enough, right? See, generally we are using, for example, everyone using Flipkart, Amazon application. What are the activities we are doing in Flipkart and Amazon? Simply we can see the data, or we can see the product details, and if you are interested, we are going to buy the product. Apart from anything you are going to do? No, right? Yes
No,
or
sir.
no?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
So simply one order object permission you required. Create, delete, or maybe cancel order. Okay, these are the permissions you required for extra permissions. Remaining data only it is visible, only read access. We don't have any edit access. So this time, so I need to go for the system administrator. Anyway, Salesforce license is the cost. Then we can create a simply Salesforce platform profile and enable order activities, whatever end user required. Okay, that is how you have to decide which profile it is required based on the requirement. Okay, if you are not clear, ask to the business user, this profile user is going to do what type of activities. Okay, so they will explain, right? So something they're going to ask to create a new profile means definitely they will explain what are the activities that user profile going to do. Okay, based on that you have to enable which profile it is required. You have to choose, not enable. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. Anyone having any questions? And one minute. Her name is, I think, someone pinged yesterday, not yesterday. Some related to her name. Raghavi joined today. Raghavi, are you there? No. Okay. So tomorrow maybe I'll let you know. Maybe if I'm available, I'm going to take the session. Otherwise, I'll continue day after tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow is August 15th, right? So you guys have any plans? Or you guys are available?
No, sir, we are available. It's up to you.
Team is available. Okay. Maybe if I'm available, I'm going to take the class. Okay. If I'm not available, maybe I'm going to postpone to next day. Please cooperate.
Okay, sir.
Bye, guys.